The administration is spending billions of dollars to build a high-tech smart wall on the southern border. It's going to stretch over 1,400 miles across Texas and Arizona. Join me now, Customs and Border Protection Senior Advisor Ron Vitiello. All right, Ron, what is a smart wall? What would it look like, and can you finish it?
Well, we're definitely going to finish it. It looks like another 700 miles on top of what's out there now. The smart aspects, if you will, are sensors and equipment that's on the wall that cues agents to technology, that technology cues them to do their work, so they know when someone is approaching the wall, that someone's trying to dig under it or actually climbing on it itself. It makes them more efficient. The wall is an anchor for all the things agents have to do at the physical border. So they have to have access that comes with a road. The tech cues them to the activity, and then cameras and sensors to follow anybody that might make it over. It's very difficult to cross the border right now. We've got a 95% decrease in activity seen by agents at the immediate line. When people are apprehended, they're mostly prosecuted and removed very quickly. So the border is safer than it's been in generations. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to make these investments that the president worked hard to get the one big beautiful bill in our hands. That includes a lot of resources for wall, new agents, et cetera.
Next one, Ron. President Trump has suspended the green card lottery program. That program had allowed the Brown University and the MIT suspect to come into the U.S. Earlier, I spoke to the acting director for ICE, Todd Lyons. He says we need to make sure people are coming to this country for the right reasons. Watch this.
The first thing we need to do is really vet these individuals that are coming in. Secretary Noem, she's laser focused on protecting the United States. We're going to make sure everyone's coming into the United States to enjoy the benefits, whether it's being a visitor, lawful permanent resident, or becoming a naturalized citizen, that person's here for the right reasons.
This person came into the country on this green card lottery program. I know it's been suspended. Should it be completely abandoned?
Yeah, this is a prudent step to make sure that there's not more problems in that area. As Todd said, vetting is really important. That's part of what the department owes the American people, to make sure that we let people in because we want them to be here. The immigration system has to have integrity. That means you have to lock down the border and you have to get rid of people who are here illegally. And you have to make sure that the folks that do come in are fully vetted. And they're an advantage to the society. They're an advantage to our culture. They're an advantage to America. Yeah, they get a benefit. They get the privilege of coming to the United States. But immigration is designed to protect Americans as well.
Got it. Ron, thanks for joining us this morning. Merry Christmas to you, if I may say that to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks very much.